Shalom, shalom. Happy Sabbath, y'all. All right, little white man, get out of the way. Yeah. Just wanted to talk with y'all for a little second, just see what y'all doing out here today. Wasn't gonna do nothing today but sit back and chill, you know what I'm saying? But most I've seen it differently. And my arm's too short to hot box with him, so, here goes nothing. Here goes something. It's crazy. I had a dream last night, y'all. And I was in a house that was on fire. And I got up out of there, and I woke up. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that dream went. I didn't think too much of it. I just was like, if it's meant to be something, bring it forth. Went and woke up this morning and turned on the news and saw somebody died in this town in Rockford in a house fire or something like that. It was a house fire. It was a bad one. And so I was like, damn, okay, maybe that's what that dream was about, you know what I mean? So the Lord put on my spirit, to talk to my people today, and I ain't think too. Once again, go ahead and act like you can know the Father and watch what he do. So I'm sitting back, like, okay, I'll do it a little later, you know what I'm saying? But he said, put off not, and I did. And Lord and behold, somebody's banging at my door this morning. I answered the door, who is it? And guess what they say? Fire department. Gotta evacuate. You gotta evacuate. Somebody that started the fire upstairs. So yeah, long story short, short story long, don't play with the Most High. When he requests you to do something and he dealing with you, you better do it. Cause he'll put foot to ass, man, lack of a better word, he'll put foot to your behind, man. So, I just wanted to chime in with y'all, man, and I had a couple people hit me up and was like, that common sense ain't so common. I be doing, and they was like, they was waiting to see some more, and so, a couple people was like, they get edified, you know what I'm saying, and all praises because, I'm just doing it to wake my people up because I really care about my people, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of people do things for clout. I'm doing this for edification, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't fully learned, you know what I'm saying, we all are learning, you know what I'm saying, but guess what it is, you learn this knowledge for free, pass it on for free, so when I learn something, I'm excited, so I run to tell my people, you know what I'm saying, and that's what people do, when you hear good news, you can't wait to tell your people, right, so that's what I do, I run and I tell my people, man, hey, I found out more good news, royal family. And that's what I do. I run and tell the people. So, just to let y'all know, I'm going to stick with it and I'm going to keep going, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm required to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not up to me. I can't say I'm just, all the things that the world taught us to be, be on your own, be a one-man army. The Lord ain't dealing with that. He's not dealing with you staying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do it whether I want to or not. Because if I want to be in the kingdom that's to come, his will be done. So guess what's in his will? You got to go out on the rooftops, my man. You got to tell the people. Tell the people their indiscretions. You got to tell people their sins. You got to rebuke people. And that's what I'm going to do. And one thing about it is, and I just posted this, if you're not pissing people off and it's true, then who are you? Because God says to set apart, and if you're not setting apart and being different, then who are you then? You just like everybody else. His children are made to stand out. You know what I mean? We made to stand out. And we stand out by doing what? Doing things righteously. Righteous judgment, rebuke, open rebuke. You know what I'm saying? And walking blameless. That means sinning no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. And and make sure you edify your people, man. Tell these people, man, you got to let people know one way or another. But you got to tell the people. You can't keep good news to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Christ was like how we are today in modern times. Oh, I'm doing me. It don't even sound right saying it already. What if Christ is like, I'm just doing me? You know about all the good news. You know about all this, but he like, skip saving my flock. Skip saving some sheep. I'm doing me. I'm going to look out for me. We'd be doomed. We'd be out of there. You know what I'm saying? We'd be out of there. It's funny when we think of if Christ came and he was like a modern day thinking person. But he came to do the will of his Father. You know what I'm saying? He came to do the will of his Father. And I thank him every day for that, man. I thank him every day. I mean, when I pray, you know, and that's what you're supposed to do too. You don't supposed to just, you know, oh, Lord, forgive me, Lord, thank you, forgive me for my sin. And no, that ain't how you rolling. You gotta get deep in that thing. And I've gotten deep. I done got so deep at times, man, my face full of tears, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud to say that. Because representing him, he said we should not be ashamed. And I'm not going to be ashamed. You can play cool with this world if you want to. When it comes to the Most High, man, look here. I embarrass myself 1,000,000 times over. How many of you cool dudes, how many of you cool Jakes willing to say that? You know why you not willing to say that? Because you got a ill-gotten gain. You trying to get punani out here, so you want to look good as possible. I'm not out here for that. When I'm on something, I'm looking for a rib, a wife. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you brothers are looking for a stab for the night. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is I was once in the world, so I know how people think. You know what I'm saying? As far as fellas, I know how guys think. I was in that world. I was dirty. I was nasty like that. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I got up out of that thing too. Because guess what? I don't want to go to hell, man. I'm already in a hell in itself. But when he bring back that lake of fire, I do not want to partake in it. You can have at it. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely ain't trying to waste my time pleasing this world. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to please the world. I'm trying to please the Most High. So I know a lot of people won't get it, don't get it, and guess what? There's something in Scripture for you too. He said some people he's not gonna wake up. He's not gonna turn the lights on for you. So some people are destined to destruction. That's a heavy pill to swallow, man, but that's the fact of the matter. That's why sometimes, you know, you can't be out here. Now, I ain't saying about pissing people off, you out here arguing with people. I mean, you can stand firm and stand strong for them, but when you just see somebody just ain't gonna get it, guess what? Right said, dust your robe off, man, and keep going. Don't be out here arguing with nobody about to go to blows with people, man. Walk off. Leave it alone. All right, man, you ain't made to be woken up. Some people ain't made for the kingdom, man. I'm going to tell you straight like that. I'm going to give it to you raw. Some people ain't made for the kingdom, man. All right? And I'm going to tell you like this. It's another heavy pill to swallow that a lot of us going to be burning if we don't change it. We can't fathom the fact that some of them people that ain't meant to be woken up is our family members. We got family that's not meant to wake up. It's hard. Hey, but it's the truth. Everybody ain't gonna get this. Everybody ain't destined for this. So everybody ain't gonna have royalty thinking. People want to have everyday thinking. People want to think like the people next door. Well, I always felt a little different. I always stood out and stood different too. So now I get it. You know what I'm saying? And if you always felt that way, then this message for you too. Because he left a breadcrumb in you that was meant to wake you up. And if you hearing this and the words coming out of my mouth, then that's you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hear them scriptures, man, and it ain't doing something to you or conflicting your soul in some kind of way, like the Most High said, man, you might be of the bastard seed, man. But some people hear these words, man, and it did nothing to them. Me, on the other hand, I ain't gonna lie. I was hearing these scriptures, man, and they was cutting me like a blade. I was feeling ashamed, embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? And I felt all type of crazy. You know what I'm saying? And guess what that is? God chastised who he loved, man. So if you didn't feel them whips when you be hearing certain scriptures come out, man, then hey, you a super wicked guy, man. Or gal. You you're not destined to wake. You're gonna stay asleep, you know. And that's it, man. You know, playing upon tables. A lot of people's not gonna wake up, man. And you got to deal with that. You got to go on and keep going. You can't shelter in the corner, and you can't keep your candle under a bush. The Most High said you gotta let your light shine. You know what I'm saying? How the people that's gonna know? You know what I'm saying? How the people gonna know that they in error if you're not telling them so? You know what I'm saying? How they gonna know? If you're not telling them anything, they're not gonna know it. And then guess what? You caused your brother to err because you knew the truth. If I see you walking across the street and you walking in traffic and I see a truck coming and I don't tell you that truck finna hit you, the blood is on my hands. You understand? The blood is on my hands because I didn't tell you something that could save your life. And that's how the Most High works. If you're not telling people something to save their life, man, and to cause them to err, then you filthy, man. You might well gone all the way back into the world because you're filthy. You're not doing something that's. I'm not meant to do something that looks like everybody else. If I found the Most High and I'm just sitting in my house quiet and to myself, then I ain't found nothing, man. I look just like everybody else. No, I'm gonna let you know I found the Most High. You know how? It's because I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna see it some way. Somewhere. I ain't ashamed to say it. I'm glad I found it. I'm glad, man. Some people he dealt with differently. You know what I'm saying? God put on the people that he know could take it. You know what I'm saying? Me, he had to put a few situations on me, man, to wake me up. Because I was a hard-headed, stubborn guy, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was hard-headed, stubborn, kind of arrogant, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? When the Most High start dealing with you, guess what he do? He stripped down the old man so he could rebuild the new man. You know what I'm saying? And he will strip you all the way down to nothing. You know what I'm saying? He will strip you all the way down to nothing. To rebuild you though. Because guess what? You got to be tried in the fire. If you want to come out unblemished, he compares us to gold, man. And when you want unblemished gold, you got to put it in the fire to take away all the minerals and all the blemish out of it. So that's what he's doing with me and with a lot of other people. That don't mean, when we out here telling people to keep the commandments and follow the Most High, that our job is completed, or else we'll be quiet. We'll be in the kingdom. He's still dealing with us accordingly. That means I still get days where he snatches me up, puts me in my place. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? And I thank him. I even thank him in my hard times. Everybody quick to thank the Most High when they're doing good. But can you give him his praise when you're doing bad? I give him praise even when I'm getting spanked on. And thank him for the spanking. That's how serious this is. Some of us, the people, society done taught us how to be soft. We soft. We don't like no type of correction unless it's coming from the other nations. But if your brother, your sister, somebody look like you try to tell you something, oh, you can't judge me. You can't tell me nothing. Hey, man, you wicked as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Let someone of another nation, of another color, tell us something. I still have yet to see somebody tell somebody of another nation or another color, you can't judge me. You can't tell me nothing. But let somebody that look like me and you and I, say something. It'd be some furniture moving around here. It'd be some fighting going on because we've been trained to go against each other and not against them. You know how they do that? They program you from a kid on up. When you go to school, what you see? You see little white Christ signs sitting up everywhere. When you go to church, you see little white Christ signs. It's a place when I ride out towards Love Park, they just got a random sign of a big white Jesus on the curb. That's how you program your mind, because when you program that nation look, their God looks like them, same color as them. So that way, their race must be of God. Then that means who is us? We nothing then. You see how that works? When you watch a movie, every time you see somebody of a king or royalty, they're always another color of another nation, right? This ain't about color though, but I'm just saying that, you know, lack of a better word. But there's always another nation, a specific nation. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we start putting that together with them. Guess what? We even talk different when we get around them, don't we? Keep it 100. I done seen people change their whole voice up when they get around other nations. Oh, hey, how's it going, guy? Oh, man, ha, ha, ha. You know, you start sounding like them. You know why? Because they trained you to stand up and act right when they around. But we get around us, we relax, don't we? Oh, shoot, man, what up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's happening? We'll whop the wham. Because we don't give each other that same respect. You see how that works? We don't give each other that same respect. We crap on each other because everything we ever seen about us that represents us equates us with evilness. Same way they call us black. Look up anything under the thing black plague, black this. Black means evil. That's why you put your mind mentally, you put that with evilness. They did a study test with children, man, where they had these dials and they lined them up and the dials went from a white dial and a black dial side by side. And they asked all these little kids, black and white children, who's the pretty dial? Everybody, including black kids, pointed to the white dial. Who's the happy dial? They pointed to the white dial. Who's the bad dial? Even the black kids pointed to the black dial. You see the programming of that? Our children even know that. It's bred in us. Who's the ugly dial? All the kids pointed to the black dial, including the little black girl. And the little black girl had such a confusion on her face while pointing to the black dial. Ain't that madness, man? Anything equated with evilness, we put to our color, our race, our heritage. Anything connected with beauty, they tell you it's them and it's the other nations. We gotta break that chain, y'all. And if we keep doing the same thing our ancestors did, then we're gonna keep that same ancestral curse. You see how that works, man? We gotta break down these strongholds, man. You gotta find out that your Messiah was really looking just like you. Look like you. Walk like you. Talk like you. And was one of the greatest and is the greatest that ever stepped on this earth. Is the greatest. But until we break down these strongholds and start telling the real truth, because that's why when people don't want to listen to the Bible, because we equate that with white men. I hear so many people, oh man, a white man wrote that book. You simple and you silly as hell. It's 2021. It's time to wake up and stop regurgitating stuff you heard somebody else say, man. Go and look for yourself and stop being a flunky and letting people tell you what you want to hear. And then we'll hear something, and just because it sounded intelligent, we just take that as law. You know what I'm saying? We take that as law. We're like, yeah, all right, that sounded kind of cool. Yeah. And then we'll go and tell somebody else that, like, we went and researched. You didn't even go research. You just heard somebody else tell it to you. Prove it. Go and prove it, man. And when you look at it and realize that whole book is your heritage, you think the enemy is going to tell us, hey, look here, y'all was once royalty, but God cursed y'all, so y'all got to listen to us. We'll tell them, get the hell out of here, man. Y'all beneath me. I don't have to listen to you. You know who I am? You know when people of importance always say that, you know who I am? If we grew up and they was teaching us that, man, we would rebel every day. They're not supposed to tell us that. We have a common enemy with the Most High, man. They're not going to tell you. Guess what? He who won the war tells his story. You get why they call it history? It's his story. He won the war with us on earth. So he gets to tell his way of how things happen. You see how that works, man? We got to break this chain. Guess what? he won the war, so he gonna say, well, this is the holidays that y'all celebrate. And it's all about it, and it's still all about me. You see how that works, man? It's ridiculous. And we still run around here lying to ourselves because we program like robots. Oh, man, well, you know, I'm just doing it for the kids. No, you not, dude. You evil as hell. That thing is created for your destruction. It's about your destruction, man. You know why? Because it paralyzes us. Because people get scared and say, well, if we can't celebrate that, then we ain't got no holidays. Yes, you have holidays. It's all in the books. It's called High Holy Days. You know what I'm saying? God ain't telling you just sit down and be nothing and do nothing. Where do you think every one of these different so-called religions all got all of their heritage and holidays and all that from? They stole everything. Every nation stole what they wanted good out of that book and renamed it and repackaged it and called it theirs. But you know why? We a nation not desired, and everybody want to be us, be like us, but don't want to be us. Is because we have a true Father, the real one and only true God. And they know the truth, man. They know it. Guess what, though? They know that your ignorant tail don't know it. Because if they keep giving you what you want, keep feeding you full of drugs and pumping you full of pills and sex and all of that, you can keep you asleep. He can keep you docile. And that way, they rule longer. You see how that works, man? They rule longer. Because we keep going against God, they stay winning. But if you really tired of seeing our kids getting killed, man, guess what? Start keeping these commandments. God start doing things like letting the earth fight for you. That's why you're catching earthquakes in diverse places and all these things, and tornadoes and storms, because people waking up. Now, his prophecy is still going to be fulfilled, whether you wake up or not. Only question is you going to be there when them chariots pull up? Or is you going to miss your ride because you want to please people on earth instead of pleasing the Most High God, man? That's what you got to ask yourself in the morning. When you wake up, look in the mirror and say, who I want to be in the future. Why you think they call it American dream? That because you have to be asleep to accomplish it. They call this thing American dream. When do you dream? When you sleep. When you sleep, man. I just heard a joke, man. And it was so funny that it was sad. That a man said he was at his job and and his boss pulled up in a brand new car, a Bentley. And he said and the boss says, you like that, man? He said, yeah, I like that, man. He said, that's nice. He said, you know what, though? He said, you keep going to work, man. You work hard. You don't miss no days. You take overtime. He said, in about 3 or 4 years, you'll make just enough to put me in another one. You see how wicked that is? The harder you work, you'll get me paid. That's crazy. You said keep working hard, man. You'll work in about 3 or 4 more years, you'll work just hard enough to put me in another one. Man, we gotta break the stronghold, man. It's time to wake up, y'all. It's time to wake up. We seen them. They done told us to put a poke in your arm, and then we listened to that. We ran like a bunch of cattle. Now people passing out and falling out and dying all over the place with that poke in their arm. And now they say, oh, get another one. Then the second one came. Yes, sir, master, sir. We ran and did it again. When I say we, I'm putting me in the equation too, because I'm with y'all. I love y'all, but I ain't going to do it. I got a mind of my own. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. Now they're telling you a third one. Go and get the third one. And you know what? A lot of sleep zombies is going to do the same thing. And guess what? I can predict, I'm guaranteeing they're going to have another one. And another one. And another one. Until enough of y'all die off where they can take back control. Y'all ever looked up, Google Georgia Guidestones. Google the Georgia Guidestones. They tell you the truth right in your face because they know you too sleep to recognize it. The Georgia Guidestones said we must keep the planet Earth under 500 million. There's 7 billion people on the planet and growing. If they got this written in stone that they must keep the Earth under 500 million, you know why? So that they can control 500 million people versus 7 billion. That's why they feel like it's getting out of hand. Because people like us is waking up. People like us is remembering that we're royal. People like us are starting to keep the commandments again and follow the Most High God. And guess what? They're noticing it. That's why they're running around talking about climate change. Because the earth is fighting back now. Because people waking up and they starting to find out that the earth even fights for you. God made this whole land for us. And until y'all realize it, you're not doing nothing but slowing up the process. But if you wake up and you start doing your commandments, just pay attention to the times and watch how things start happening to them. When we start back waking up, things start back happening in our favor. We run around here watching these newses, man, and getting mad at things that we already know is going to be the end game. You know why we watch it? Because we like taking their abuse. We watch it just to see that they're going to say what we already knew they was going to say. Man, they done said Kyle Rittenhouse. Man, fuck Kyle Rittenhouse. This his land. We know they gonna say that, man. What you mad about? This his land. If I was Kyle Rittenhouse and I was wicked, I'd have went in that courtroom breakdancing every time I walked in there just to make niggas mad. It's their kingdom. They're gonna call themselves not guilty. Alright? It's their land. But guess what? In that book, man, is an instruction manual on how to change it. You want to win? You want your history to come back? Start reading your history book. There's instructions written in there from our forefathers, prophets, by the inspiration of the Most High. It wasn't written by no little white dude with a big old white beard. Written by your forefathers. And amazing stuff happened with our people, man. But until you look in that book and find out, you'll never know. You'll never know how great you really are. How great you really are, man. You are a royalty. You are a royalty. God called you a god on earth. But guess what? You think they're going to tell you a god? Negro, wake the hell up. Your enemy ain't going to tell you a god. He gonna tell you ain't nothing. He gonna tell you to get your ass back to work, and I might give you a raise. That's how that works, man. That's how that works. You got rules in your house, don't you? You give your kids rules and you say, I'll reward you when I get back home if this house is cleaned up and this house is all in order. And you wrote down all of that, all the chores on the wall, you know, for them to do the things that you wanted them to do when you get back. When you get home and that house dirty as hell and they still got their hand out for their reward, is you gonna reward your kid? If you say yes, then you're an idiot. But if you're a normal human, black person, you're gonna beat the hell out of them. You're gonna deal with them. How you think our Father in heaven is? Huh? How you think our Father in heaven is? He's the same way, but way mightier. We're not doing nothing to clean his house. So that's why we're not receiving any rewards. That's why we're not receiving any rewards. And until we start doing our chores, which is keeping them commandments and following this book, which explains to us how to do it, guess what? Prepare for more Kyle Rittenhouses, for more Zimmermans. Go ahead and do y'all little routine that's y'all been doing for 100 of years. Gather together for a little second, everybody sing and pray and fake Holy Ghost, and let some balloons go. Yeah, that taught them. That showed them who we are. They don't give a damn about your picket signs. They don't care about that. That ain't nothing but entertainment for them. They might break out popcorn when they see y'all doing that. Let's go burn a building or two down. Yeah. Now you're teaching them. You're not doing nothing but getting their insurance policy fat. They live from the fatness of the earth, man. You're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. You're not hurting them. You know how to hurt them? Follow God and then look up and watch what happens. Your father done killed many nations for us, man. Destroyed many kingdoms to show us his power. And here it is, the thanks we give him again is people right now going to buy big nasty ass turkeys, getting ready to celebrate the rape, rob, and murder of our people. Just because you pick it up and wipe poop off of it and hand it to me and say, here, a gift, that's still not going to get received by him. That still was created for what it is. I had somebody in my family tell me, well, you know, it's for the, you know, everybody get together, it's about family and getting together. I don't care how much you try to bless that. The fact of the matter is, God knows what it was made for. If somebody poop on the ground and you pick it up and wipe off all the lint that it was on and try to hand it to me and say this is a gift and put a bow on it, does it not turn it from being crap? No, you just made it into pretty shit. Excuse my language, man. That's all it is, man. You can get, it's many high holy days where you gather with your family and you turn up and have fun and all of that, man. I don't know why we equate the Father with boring. Like he's just this big boring dude that just watches us and say, stand in the corner and do nothing. And say, thank you, God. Y'all simple as hell, man. Y'all simple. Where do you think, who you think got the party mentality and turning up and having fun? You think somebody just thought that of themselves? Everything is of the Lord, man. What do you think? They got his feast day. They got some fun feast days. I've been having a ball celebrating his feast days. And guess what? I feel even better when I celebrate his, knowing that it's purity behind it. You notice why there's always something tragic going on in them holidays we celebrate? 4th of July, people getting shot and killed. Thanksgiving, your nasty ass uncle coming over, everybody get drunk and then start fighting each other because it's a wicked holiday. It's exactly what it was designed for, your destruction. That's why you go through stuff every holiday and wonder why it's going on. And we have the audacity to look up and say, God, why is this happening to me? Because you simple as hell. You got to look at a book and read and find out why it's happening to you. Stop being so damn lazy and open that book, man, and read. Get that slothful spirit off of you. Slothful, that's a spirit too. And I'm glad he beat it out of me. See, I can condemn myself too because I'm a repentant man. I'm repentant and I'm still searching him in that book, learning, getting edified. And I thank him for dealing with me, man. A lot of y'all that know me know I could have been one of them ones on a t-shirt, another balloon tied to a tree. Tied to a tree, man. Y'all know it. Could have been another brother just tied to a tree, man. Dead and gone, man. But guess what, though? The Most High winked at it. At my folly, man. He winked at my foolishness, man. And thank the Most High for me always always thought a little more than normal people did, man. You know, I always did, so I could recognize when he was dealing with me. And guess what? I made haste to start following my commandments. I made haste, and I thank him. I let him know. I let him know with a passion, y'all. Straight up. Straight like that. And guess what, though? You know, I just had to tell y'all that, man, and let you know, because like I told you this morning, you know, I was trying to sit on it. God, like, yep. Once again, I still got to even say that. See how he still deals with you, but it's a beautiful thing, though, because in the midst of this, I have peace. I have more peace than people out here having. I'm seeing death all around me. Everybody is rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace. They need to just go and turn Facebook into a obituary book, because that's all I see, and it hurts me. I feel sad when I see it now. I'm not the same dude. It's not a laughy face thing with me. It hurts me, man, when it's my people. it kills me inside, man. Because I really love my people. You know how I show that love? It's because I'm sitting here right now telling y'all on a Saturday. I'm not moving around talking about where it's at tonight. I'm sitting here telling y'all, open that book, man. Keep your commandments, man. That's how I show I love y'all, man. And the Most High said the same thing. You love me, keep my commandments, man. You gotta keep them commandments to show you love somebody. You love your mom and your daddy. You did what they said, right? What makes you think the Most High ain't having them same commandments? You think we can just keep on saying, like the church teach us, keep doing your wrong and just keep saying, sorry, God, sorry, Jesus. Sorry, Jesus. You rolling up a blunt smoke. Sorry, Jesus. Like, he's like, go ahead. Don't worry about it. Nothing. It's nothing. Why y'all think they killed him, man? I say that every time, man. Why y'all think they killed him? You wouldn't kill a guy like that. That's doing everything and all you got to say is sorry. They killed him because he was going around telling people their sins and their wrongdoings. And you know it's black people because we do not like to be told what we're doing wrong from somebody that looks like us. That's a shame, man. That's a shame. But guess what, though? I'm different because I always like to take something from my people versus other nations. That don't mean go out here cuss at somebody and spit on them and all that. No. It's just knowing your power again. I know who my people is. When I say royal family, I mean it because you royal and don't even know it. Know it. You a royal lineage. I used to run around here and people used to know I used to run and check that Illuminati stuff and all that. Oh yeah, the Illuminati, you know about this, and find out the real illuminated people was the guy running around looking for it. You are the illuminated ones. The best kept secret is your identity. Right in your face. So that's all I had to say. You know, I love y'all, Israel. You know what I'm saying? Wake up, man. Wake up, dude. Keep your commandments, man, and live. That's the times we are in. Keep the commandments and live. If you don't believe it, keep turning up. Death is coming to a tree near you. Straight up, man. Prepare to look for some more balloons and hope it's not you next time. Keep thinking it's a game, man. This thing not a game. The Most High is dealing. He's dealing hard now. That's why so much death is back to back. Keep playing, man. I think it's a game. But anyways, you know, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay blessed, man, and celebrate this Sabbath. You can start right now doing one commandment. Right now. Don't go to the store today. Don't cook nothing. That means no kindling of the fire. Make some cold cuts. If you got some lunch meat, some turkey meat, no pork, some lunch meat, just do that today. And rest, man. That's simple, man. It's not even grievous. You is not gonna die not cooking today. A lot of y'all lazy tails won't even cook through a weekday, but then wait till Saturday and you want to break out the damn grill. Come on, man. This day he hollowed this day to keep it holy, man. All he asked was to chill out. We chill on any other day. We dodge work and call in just to sit at home. We give tardiness more of a celebration. We give the Most High God, man. That's madness. Don't buy or sell today. Don't go to the store and keep getting the other nations rich. That's what God is saying. Can we get one day without getting them rich? Can you sit your ass at home and chill out? You know, and I know a lot of people gonna look at it like, oh, you just said you repented, you cussed, and guess what? Though I be rude in speech, yet I am in knowledge. That's in the Bible too. Did you know that? I bet you didn't, because you don't look in there. God called us dumbasses in there too. Did you know that? You wouldn't know that, because you don't look. You don't read. We just look for any little thing to rebuke each other. Oh, you cuss. Like we 5 years old and stuff. You don't think it was some cussing in the Bible, but you won't know, because you never looked. But anyways, that was my rant, y'all. You know, I love y'all. Be looking out for Common Sense Ain't So Common. You know, because it ain't common. That's why I titled it that. What used to be so common back in the day, you start realizing the people you used to roll with ain't as smart as you thought they was. Because these are the hard times where you can test and see where your knowledge is. And a lot of people's knowledge was following their oppressors. A lot of these guys I knew used to be so gangster, so keeping it real back in the day. Soon they got on TV and said, run and get this poke. All of them gangster niggas and their whole family ran right to where they told you. So you was never real. You was real to this society, how they raised you to say and be and think. You never was your own person in the first place. Keep the commandments, man. Keep this Sabbath day holy, man. Start with that one. Shalom.